I'm gonna take a break. I don't know when I'll be back. I'll be back, but I don't know when.
Thank God. Honestly,
Ding
though,
dong. The wizard is gone. Hey guys, welcome back to another Normal Gays video. I'm Brad Polumbo here with TikTok extraordinaire Clarkson Lawson. We're going to catch up on the latest saga involving the creepy trans TikTok influencer Lilly Tino. Clarkson, remind us who this person is.
I love Lilly Tino. If you don't know, I've had a beef with Lilly Tino for literally like 2 years. I've made so many videos about her, and she's in some hot.
Are we hurrying Lilly Tino?
It's just so much easier. It comes naturally to me.
Because Lily is a woman's
Lily is
name.
so feminine. So if I were to say like Nick, which is Lily's name, I would say then sure. But I'm talking to a guy named Nick right now, so I don't want to do that.
Oh, maybe you could think of Lilly Tino whenever you think of Nick.
Yeah, that would definitely help me in the bedroom. Anyways, I have beef with Lilly Tino because, as most of you guys know, she's terrible. So we're going to go through all the recent discoveries that have happened with Lilly in the past 2 weeks because it's gotten pretty interesting, and I think that we finally might be seeing the last of her. I don't know, Brad, but I'm going to roll the clip. Let's introduce him to Lilly.
Trans women aren't women, then is this big croissant not a croissant? Of course it's a croissant. It's made out of butter and dough just like any other croissant. Oh, but there are biological differences. This croissant was born different. I'm not saying that there isn't a cosmetic difference between this croissant and this croissant, but they are both inarguably still croissants. Oh, but they're invading our bakeries and trying to brainwash our kids. But how? By teaching your kids there's more than one way to be a croissant? If anything, the existence of big and small croissants shows our kids how wonderful and diverse the world of pastries can be. Next thing you know, you're going to start demanding that big croissants use separate cafes and identify as scones. So before I demolish this delicious and very valid pastry, repeat after me. Big croissants don't affect me in the slightest. If anything, it's pretty cool that they exist. Maybe one day I'll be lucky enough to find a big croissant and order it and dunk it in hot chocolate. Okay, my metaphor is falling apart, but you get it. All right, here we go. Oh my God.
Now the metaphor is falling apart.
I just lost my appetite.
He just compared, I don't know. It just compared women to croissants.
And then also suggested that the differences between trans women and women are just cosmetic.
Cosmetic. Right. That your chromosomes are just cosmetic.
Also,
go ahead.
to be like, oh, they're both made of butter and bread. It's like, no, the point is they're made of different things. They're not made of the same thing.
Right. And then at the end, he goes, eventually we're going to, we're going to have to start identifying big croissants as scones. And I'm like, oh, no, you should have used a scone and a croissant. And then that would have been the actual truth, is that they're not the same thing. But if the scone feels like a croissant, we can dress it like a croissant and I'll call you a croissant, but you're still a scone.
Exactly.
And so that's Lilly Tino, you guys.
Well, but that's like the funny side of Lilly Tino's goofy, ridiculous content, but there's also a dark side.
There is. Yeah. So I remember last year, because I made so many videos on Lilly, I actually had to stop doing it because it just felt like I was giving kind of like fan behavior because it was just so enraged. The rage bait was so good.
You make a video about Lilly Tino, it gets millions of views on TikTok.
I know it's hard not to, but I felt like I was kind of building her platform, so I stopped doing it for a while. But last year she went to Disney World, made some content there talking about how she was going to get her pecker chopped off with a hot dog in front of kids. And then this year she decided to do it again and go back to Disney and create some more rage bait. So essentially what Lilly did is went into the female restrooms at Disney World and rated them 0 out of 10, 2 out of 10, 10 out of 10 on their cleanliness, or I don't really know how much you're expecting from a bathroom, but I guess as Lilly, you're expecting a lot because that's a big deal for you. But the problem is that she essentially invaded women's spaces just to take pictures of it like trophies.
And with them in the background.
With them in the background, correct. Yeah.
without their consent.
So, I mean, there's a lot of TikTokers who are talking about this, and even one girl who was in the background of the photo, like, threatened to sue Lilly. I don't think she's actually suing her, but the Florida Attorney General actually ended up investigating it. I don't know under what charges, because Disney is a private company. I don't really know how much Florida could do, what law they would charge against Lilly, maybe disturbing the peace or something of that nature, or privacy laws. But yeah, so apparently Lilly is under investigation right now.
Lock it up. Lock it up.
And the thing is, like, I don't know if I agree with the investigation.
I don't know about an investigation, but could we at least ban this person from Disney?
Right. Right. Can Disney World do something?
Yes, Mickey Mouse, get in here.
Yeah. So she's being investigated by the Florida Attorney General. But right after, when all this backlash started happening, in typical Lilly fashion, she decided to take to the internet and talk about it.
And monetize it. Let's take a look at this video, guys.
Those Disney bathroom selfies got y'all real upset, huh? Saying, oh, Lily, you can't take selfies in the bathroom. It's not appropriate. Well, let me remind you that literally every celebrity you've ever enjoyed on screen has at one point taken a bathroom selfie. For example, and it's not just celebrities. Any woman you ever meet has likely taken a photo in a public bathroom. Why, you ask? Because we look cute and we want to document it. So what is different about me that I'm not allowed to take bathroom selfies? The easy answer here is, oh, Lily, you're a trans woman, so you get held to a different standard. And that is true. But people judge trans women differently depending on how well they pass. If you pass, that means you don't look trans. I know that I don't pass. Trust me, I know. But passing privilege is a real thing. There are some trans women out there who, no matter how hard they try, will never be able to pass. Do those trans women deserve to be treated differently? No. They should be able to take bathroom selfies too.
So I can't be the only one who noticed a pretty big difference between these celebrities, which, by the way, you're not a celebrity, babe, but two, taking pictures of themselves in public bathrooms or their own bathroom, and this person photographing other people in the bathroom.
Yeah, I think if any woman, biological woman, were walking around Disney World taking pictures of people in the bathrooms, they'd be like, get out of this park. Why are you taking pictures of people in the bathroom?
Especially when you look like She-Hulk.
Yeah, I mean, there's a fundamental difference between those two pictures, is that people were not in the background of them. And, like, I kind of get the point about the whole passing thing, and I think that the bathroom issue is a little bit more complex than, it's not black and white. But there's a huge difference between a trans person with dysphoria just trying to go pee versus a trans person on TikTok who wants to milk it and get a bunch of views. So then
I don't
they
want
can
to think about Lilly Tino milking anything.
She has an OnlyFans. So there's a difference between her capitalizing off of the uncomfortability of women in those bathrooms versus just using them. And unfortunately, I don't know if that breaks any laws, but it does make you a shitty person.
Yeah, and look, actual transsexual people who want to blend in are always trying to cause the least amount of trouble. They're not trying to make women uncomfortable. They're trying to do the opposite. Lily clearly doesn't give a crap about making women or girls uncomfortable if it will get them clicks and money on the TikTok fund. And that's why the real problem I have. But maybe that could be changing? Question mark?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. So Lily posted after all of this. So she was standing on 10 toes, but I guess the investigation, and since this backlash was kind of bigger than any other backlash she's gotten before, she's now announced that she's taking a break from social media in this long-winded clip.
So the whole point of why I do what I do, which is create content, is to educate and to entertain, in that order. And I think that recently my content has taken a bit of a shift, to be more, well, I'm hurt. I am deeply hurt because of the amount of hate that I've gotten over the past 3 years doing this, 2.5 years. And that hurt has influenced the way that I do things. As a content creator, especially as a streamer, I'm always on camera, talking all the time, daily updates about where I'm at. And I think that the hurt that I feel has influenced the way that I've pushed in my content to be confrontational and be in your face about what I'm trying to do, which is ultimately teach people about trans things, and hopefully make for a more accepting world. But I don't want the hurt to be a part of it anymore. That shift is not fun for me at all. It's actually really awful, and it doesn't just impact me, but my family and my friends. And I'm not here to hurt anybody. I'm always going to be a confrontational person, but I think there's ways to do it that are not channeling the anger I feel at the world for hurting me. So to that end, I'm going to take a break. I don't know when I'll be back. I'll be back, but I don't know when. I need to take some time. I'm not going to change myself for anybody. That's never going to happen. But I am going to work on the way that my hurt has taken over my content in some ways. So, thank you for all the support, and we'll see you somewhere down the road.
Or not. We could also not. That would actually be preferential.
Thank God. Honestly,
Ding
though,
dong. The
the
wizard is gone.
the way that that she admitted that her, because look, like we both make content. We know when something can make us a little bit angry and it influences the creativity a bit. But it's like, I'm glad that she acknowledged that her content was inflammatory. But what I don't like is how she minimized how bad it was. Like, you were not just hurt from the jump. This person has been creating content that is purposefully inflammatory and that makes trans people look like shit.
And you can't then complain, oh, I get so much hate when you do rage bait content.
Correct.
I'm not going to feel bad for you.
No. It's like, you can't complain. This is what you signed up for. You're on the internet.
Threats, harassment, I always condemn, don't support.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can't profit and get all the positives of being a massively viral TikTok creator and intentionally do offensive content and then get mad when people send you nasty messages or act like you're the victim. I don't know. Like, I hope this is a permanent break, but I didn't detect any apology in anywhere in that ramble. I didn't detect any real accountability or growth or admission of fault. Just a lot of victim script, woe is me bullshit, and then yeah, more of the same. Like, also, I have to laugh at this idea that Lilly thinks that Lily's content promotes the acceptance of trans people. Lily's content is like arsenic to the acceptance of the trans community and the broader LGBT community, because we get caught up in this. We shouldn't, because it has nothing to do with us, but we do. It's like this person is perfectly created in a lab to fuel the worst fears of people who genuinely have issues with trans people, and yet Lily thinks that he actually is promoting acceptance. That's it. the levels of delusion are astounding.
Yeah, and just because you are hurt and hurt people does not justify doing it. It's like this is something that you see a lot on the left is they can justify why things are the way they are, but then they use that justification to justify individual actions in the present. So they'll be like, "Oh, well this community's oppressed, that's why they're stealing shit." And it's like, "No, they're stealing shit because they're doing something wrong. Like let's hold them accountable." And Lily's doing the same
No,
thing.
Clarkson, they were feeding their baby with that flat screen.
But yeah, that's the story of Lilly Tino. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see her soon. Maybe we won't. I'm sure that once
The money dries up, she'll be back, unfortunately.
she'll be back for sure. I hope that she changes what she's raging about because I think that would be super interesting. I'm engaged. Like, I'll be honest.
And you know what? I have to be honest. It would be good for us if her comeback is sooner rather than later because
Yeah,
Lily is a lol cow that has infinite milk in terms of content.
yeah, she's paid my rent a few times. I'll be sure.
All right. Well, for the sake of all the women and girls watching this and that ever go to Disney, let's hope that Lilly Tino's break from social media is a very long one. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe if you already subscribed to Clarkson's YouTube channel, linked in the description. And we'll bring you more normal gays content coming up soon.